Recently, there is a lot of controversy surrounding CDPR that has hardcore Witcher fans worried over the upcoming Witcher title. The internet is buzzing with rumors, debates, and wild speculations. But what's really going on? Should we, as loyal Witcher fans, be genuinely worried about the future of our beloved franchise? Okay, let's start from the top. The whole thing kicked out when a YouTuber named Endymion highlighted some pressing concerns, mentioning terms like DEI, ESG, and the departure of top talent at CDPR. He even got a response from the CEO of CDPR himself on Twitter. But before we dive into the drama, let me break down what those terms mean. DEI stands for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. It refers to initiatives aimed at ensuring various groups are represented, encompassing differences in race, age, gender, culture, sexual orientation, and more. It compels companies to hire people from different racial, gender, etc. backgrounds. Now, why would CDPR or any game studio care so much about DEI? That's because of ESG, environmental, social, and governance. These are metrics that big investment companies like Vanguard and BlackRock use to decide where to park their money. In the past, financials were the main focus, but now ESG adds another layer, and yep, DEI is part of that. So, it's not just about being progressive, it's about attracting serious investor cash. So, what sparked the back and forth between Endymion and CDPR's CEO? Let's dig into it. Endymion called out CDPR for focusing too much on ticking ESG boxes and losing sight of what made their games great in the first place: engaging stories and immersive gameplay.
I said in that other video that CDPR is in chaos behind the scenes. They are also allegedly, based on what I was told, having to rely on contractors like crazy to make up for the lack of top talent that has left the studio in the last couple of years. Apparently, I'm wrong. This is what the CEO of CDPR had to say about it via Twitter. Seems we live in times where anyone can record complete nonsense and make a story out of it. CDPR talent leaving, we have the lowest rotation of people in recent years. DEI-driven recruitment, we hire based on merit and talent alone, just as we make games driven by artistic vision alone. Why did we choose Unreal Engine? Because it enables us to work on our games more efficiently and we remain cutting edge tech-wise. The Witcher 3's director left, well yeah, more than 2 years ago. Now can we stop looking for conspiracy theories and go back to making cool stuff? So I'm lying apparently. Okay, interesting. The CEO says CDPR has not had top talent leave, but that isn't true. Besides the Witcher 3 director who has already left to make his own studio, where apparently that new studio is making a game about vampires or maybe even demons. We don't really know yet, but all we have is that single image of their next game, so we know also that the Witcher 3 director is now gone, which is a big blow already considering that guy directed arguably the biggest and best RPG of recent years. Then he says that they hire on merit and talent and that there's no DEI at CD Projekt Red. This was probably his biggest mistake because this can be easily disproven like crazy. CD Projekt Red was not a DEI company at first. When The Witcher 3 was being made, they were completely untouched by the moronic agenda that is being pushed in current day nonsense. This is why The Witcher 3 was amazing, because it was, as the CEO said, made by people with merit and talent, and I mean clearly, nobody is denying that Witcher 3 was a quality game. We know that there was no agenda or checking of boxes because Witcher 3, as you likely know, was completely faithful to the books it was based on and had no diversity in people within its world. Everybody was white basically because The Witcher is based on Sapkowski's work, who is, as you may know, a Polish author, and he based the entire mythos of The Witcher on Slavic folklore. But these days, we know already that they are indeed committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion, so there's no way this is going to stay this way for long going forward. As I mentioned before, CDPR has entire videos dedicated to ESG or economic social governance or environmental social governance, where they deliberately go out of their way to promote their commitment to ESG within their games. People can say that I'm lying, but that video exists. They even have a section near the end of the video where they specifically detail exactly what they are doing with ESG in mind going forward. Remember that this video is 2 years old at this point, so these policies have likely only evolved since then. We know that CDPR is pushing DEI because they literally have entire sections of their website dedicated to this very initiative. It's not like they hide any of this, just go on their website, it's public. They have entire sections that are dedicated to DEI and other things, it's plain as the eye can see. It even has a picture of a pride parade behind it all with all the usual rainbow colors, and as you scroll, CD Projekt Red literally admits that they are pushing to hire based on inclusivity, where it says that they want diverse teams and inclusive leaders. This is corporate speak for we want people of color to be put in roles of power within our company, not based on merit like the CEO claims, but based on identity alone. Again, I'm not lying about any of this, you can go look this up yourselves, assuming they don't nuke this website and change everything, but as of the making of this video, this is what the website says. He claims that CDPR doesn't push things like hiring based on identity or diversity, but his own employees and initiatives are ousting him on their own website. Like, you can't make this up.
Here's the million-dollar question. Should we, as gamers, be worried? My honest take? Worry about it once you get your hands on the game. Play the game first and then judge for yourself. Don't let online drama dictate your feelings. Sure, it's easy to get swept up in the outrage, but until we're holding that controller and diving into the game, a speculation is just a speculation. But I'm a content creator and my job is to dig deeper. So bear with me as we unpack why this industry trend is a bit concerning. When did the gaming industry become a stage for moral grandstanding and virtue signaling? If you want deep discussions on morality and philosophy, go read the Bible or works of Nietzsche or consult an expert. Video games are meant to be fun, an escape, a journey, an adventure, but nowadays some games feel like they're lecturing you as if you were sitting in a class with a 17-year-old teacher with spotting pink hair and piercings, telling you how to live your life. When it comes to video games, there is one question to be asked. Is it fun to play? But the mother companies produce games with the question, how much we can virtue signal, and that's one of the reasons why we have so many bad games. Many people believe that the reason why we have so many bad AAA games is because they are woke, and it's both true and not true. First of all, what do you mean by woke? This word is so overused that it can mean anything. For example, you could make the case that Witcher 3 is woke, as it includes characters like Philippa, who is interested in women, or the elf tailor Elihal, who is a male character, but sometimes dresses as a woman. Aside from that, there is a huge discussion about racism, with elves and humans living together. Did anyone complain about these woke elements? Did anyone think The Witcher 3 is a woke game? Not really. Why? Well, they were woven into a masterful narrative that prioritized storytelling over ticking boxes. Although by definition it has some woke elements, there is no agenda there. There is no condescending or patronizing writing. Or Cyberpunk, for example, which is 100 times more woke than Witcher 3, yet no one talks about it being woke. Because the focus of the story is Vi struggling with death, trying to save her or himself, and all of the other main characters have their own meaningful struggles. Panam, for example, trying to save her tribe, and many other examples. In this game, you can choose your relationships, hetero or homosexual, and each romance option feels rich and developed. Their backstories matter, their struggles feel genuine. It's all about how it's done. If it's organic, players embrace it. If it's forced, they see right through it. On the flip side, take games where diversity feels forced. Characters are sometimes reduced to a shallow stereotypes, existing only to check the boxes. The issue isn't woke elements per se. It's poor writing and trash gameplay. Give us a compelling story, fun gameplay, and we're happy. Period. But let's be real. There are lines that shouldn't be crossed. If CDPR suddenly decided that Geralt is now gay or Triss identifies as a man, it wouldn't sit well with the fans. Why? Because it disregards the source material that fans know and love. There are lines that you can't cross no matter how good the writing is. Or you could make the case that if writing is good, you wouldn't have such bizarre things in the first place. As for CDPR, I'm not sounding the alarms just yet. Yes, there have been red flags, but take Phantom Liberty as an example. It was made after key developers left, yet it turned out to be fantastic. If there is one thing that CDPR is known for, it's delivering an epic story and unforgettable characters. Let's hope they keep it that way. At the end of the day, great games come from great storytelling and gameplay. If CDPR stays true to that, we're in good hands. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe, as it would greatly help the channel grow. And stay tuned for more CDPR news and Witcher related content. Till the next time, goodbye.